just cut me off. Like, that's... I'm sorry.
Welcome in then, everybody. Hope you're having a most magnificent start to your week. Fake Mano then. Fake Mano is next to City of R. That's close. Tiny little bit of contact, perhaps. Might have compromised City of R as we come round. No, he's still got Fake Mano for company. Fake Mano goes down the inside and makes the move. They're still side by side. But Fake Mano gets through in the end, up into P5. J-Joe has checked out. He is 1.4 seconds down the road from Commentators. It's Andy in the Mercedes in P3 with MB Jacobson up to P4 in the Haas. Fake Mano, as we said, in P5. Yellow flags in Sector 2. We've got Gibbsy. Gibbsy's round in Sector 2. He's going to have to wait till all the cars have got past him. And don't blink in that McLaren. He's round as well, all the way down into P20 potentially. Yes, don't blink. The reserve driver for the McLaren team, who'd done so well in qualifying, all the way down to P20. Very close though now, having a little look is AK. Patience is the key in this part of the track. Moves taken in sectors 2 and the back end of sector 3 can be terminal. Here we go then, down the straight, beautiful camera angle, Maud. AK, Ketchen, Semtex. Are we going to see AK make a move? He dips to the inside. Is he going to make a move to the inside? He is. We've also got Ketchen and Semtex getting closer. And Maud gets a bit squirrely. That's going to allow Semtex and Ketchen perhaps to catch him. Too wide in Ketchen and Semtex going into turn 2. Can they keep it all the way through there to get into turn 3 and 4? I've got more than 120 friends in my friends list, therefore I can't catch anybody. Are we going to see a Haas making a move?
Don't let me get behind the AI. Oh, what a switchback. Oh, no way. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. What a double overtake. Oh my gosh, dude. What a double overtake.
That might be a warning for Maud. As Moo Irons is closing in. And by the way, Ketchen and Don't Blink are so close. The Gibbsy Mobile isn't too far behind either. I think we'll stay on board as we go around the final corner. Let's see if anybody can make a move. Looks like good traction from Irons. DRS wide open. He's going to make a move on that inside. Is he? Yes, he is. Gets the job done. Oh, it's JB. What's happened with JB? Is it he had a mistake? JB is not on the track, sir. Don't come out yet, JB. Right, now you can come out. Yes, that is a big error from JB. That's going to cost him. He's got 3 seconds to his name, and he's going to have tyres hotter than the surface of the sun. We don't have a safety car at the moment, but that is a virtual safety car by the look of it. Into the pits. Into the pits comes Kermit. MB Jacobson, Fake Mano. So Fake Mano's going to have to double stack. Is that a mistake by the Red Bull? On go the hard tyres. 3 medium tyre runners stay out. J-Joe, Atmos and Com45. We've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 runners come in for hard tyres to take those tyres to the end. Here we go then, Semtex.
Yes,
on the back of AK. It's Alpine versus Aston Martin.
30 seconds, we're going live.
I think we probably have to be within 4 tenths on this straight, so he's got a chance. Oh, a little bit too much oversteer though. He's lost a little bit of time, but it looks like AK lost time as well. Here we go then. ERS, DRS. The move is going to get done way before the apex. Great move by Semtex after actually getting a little bit out of shape on that final turn. If this gap stays the same throughout Sector 3, we might see ourselves a little bit of action going into turn 1. So we'll stick on board with these guys. It's Fake Mano very close to the back of Chili Willy there.
Yeah.
Like Chili Willy might have made a small mistake.
Yo, 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 yo. How's it going, guys? We're back. Tier 3 racing, ladies and gentlemen. 2 races to go. We are at the penultimate race. It's time. We got 4 minutes to go until we race here. But how are you all doing? Yeah, I'm in the lobby. You can join off you can join off me. We're in. How are y'all doing, guys? Whoever's in chat. Some people may be here. Some may not be here.
An invite.
Would you like an invitation?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's get you in here. Hold on. You're still in the Far Cry main menu. Sup, Dutchman? Or Dutch Raven? How you doing, man? First in the party. You are the first one to arrive at our doorstep. Welcome. Welcome in, welcome in. How you looking today, Sako? Are you decent?
No.
You're not decent, okay.
I will not be having my camera.
You will have my dog. My dog is in this frame now.
Much better than me. Trust.
Not feeling confident? Well, you win some, you lose some, Dutch. Some tracks you may not be as good as others. I'm actually okay at this track. I don't hate this track. It's actually kind of fun. When you get into a rhythm, it's kind of fun. When you're not in a rhythm, it's a pain in the ass. I'm gonna be honest. Your favorite team got relegated. Jeez, from where? Which league? I didn't even realize the leagues were still playing right now. Is it Eredivisie team? After 10 laps, your force feedback cuts out. Oh no, that's no bueno. That is not good. That is no bueno. You see, I'd like to give you advice, Dutchman, but I use a controller, so I know nothing about how to fix wheels. Yeah, I do know they are a pain in the ass sometimes, though, so I hope it goes well. Hoping F123 will be better with the force feedback. I hope so. Traction is already hard enough as is. I'm hoping it's even easier. And I'm hoping it's a lot more tech friendly. That's for sure. I think we're getting started soon, actually. Oh, we got 16 guys in here, not everyone. Epic is hungover. Yikes. According to Bugs, one of my drivers is hungover. This race is cool. He's in the middle of a championship fight and he's hungover. Maybe he'll drive better. You think he might drive better hungover? That might happen. Do with that as I will. Well,
Never know. You probably will drive carefully. Because he knows he's hungover.
Very interesting, huh?
You could probably drive carefully. If I was hungover, that's what I would think.
Yeah, let me drop my audio on you. You're a little loud there. I think because I put your Discord volume up, so I gotta fix it on the mixer. You want to try speaking again? I want to make sure it's good.
Hello.
Yeah, it's a little better. Hold on, let me increase it a bit. It's not as bad as it was. Hold on. Let me see. One more time. Okay, that's too much. Hold on. I need to drop it down a bit. I apologize if I'm bursting your ears, chat. I'm trying to make sure it's perfect audio before we start here. All right, one more time.
Hello.
A little better. Let me do a little lower. All right, next. One more.
Hello.
I think that's pretty good. It's in the yellow region now. It's better. Okay. It's not piercing everyone's ears.
It's good.
Yeah. You can talk at regular voice now.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba.
I'm loving it. 50% of your wins in MRL have been with you drunk. Only have 2 wins, but that makes the stats sound good, you know? It's good. It's good. You're right, Giants fan. I am opening myself up to a lot of criticism by rocking a Clippers hat. You know, it could be worse. I could be rocking a Cardinals hat. Cardinals are worse than National League right now. Absolutely trash. So I think this isn't that bad. Yeah. I have a baseball cap. I wore it a few times. Bold move even wearing a hat. Wow, Bugs. What happens? They suck balls. They're supposed to be good. They're underperforming. They're sucking ass, and lots of it.
Unfortunate.
We do have, I believe, most people. It's pretty small grid today. We only got 16 people today. It's a little upsetting, but we move.
Can I hop in?
Can you hop in just to get some sort of, some sort of enjoyment out of F1? But anyways, we are at Abu Dhabi. This is the penultimate race of the season. We have 2 races to go. This is the second to last one. And a very, very, very spicy title fight on our hands. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars all eligible to win the Drivers' Championship. Scruffy will probably fall out because he's not racing tonight. He's out for this weekend, so he'll probably fall out of that contention after this week. Drunken Shamrock needs an amazing, amazing result to get back into the mix. EpikWinz, Papout, and Punjew are our 3 main title fighters. Everyone else is kind of just trying to pick up scraps. These 3 are the real ones to fight for something. Punjew, Papout, and EpikWinz. Constructors' title is actually really tight too. We have 3 teams within 12 points, and then 1 more in the back. The dreaded Mercedes that nobody wants to see win this tier, except for Mercedes. They're also in the mix. Other than that, Alpine Williams having a mare, trying to recover this season. They're doing what we're doing in Tier 2 in Ferrari. Tier 2 Ferrari is absolute garbage. Garbage this season. We have horrible luck, but hopefully that turns around soon. It'll be great. But with 2 weeks to go, that probably won't happen. But we are just about set, I think. I have not had an official word from Punjew. 6 people have rated up. Are we ready to go? Let's see. Are we ready to go? I don't think we're ready to go. We're waiting. We're waiting for Quick Tongue. Quick Tongue 69 is the last. Oh, there he is. There he is. Hello, Quick Tongue. All right, now we're ready to go. Let me make this a little bigger so you guys can see everything before we actually get going here. We do have 5 seconds before we get into qualifying, but let's take a look here. We are at... Oops, this is the wrong one. I need the scenic cam. Crap. Where's the... There it is. Okay. We are at the lovely Abu Dhabi circuit in this fantastic sunset scenery we have here. Of course, this is usually the finale for every season on the just about every racing league has this as a finale because it's such a very nice sunset. It's the real obvious finale in real life. For us, it is not the finale. It's the second race to the last. Beautiful hotel section here. Very, very grandiose. If I could afford to go to this race, I would definitely go. But tickets are up the wazoo. I am very poor. I am not rich enough to go to a race like this. I don't have Sheikh oil money, so I can't. I can't do that. Anyways, here's the track map itself as we load into our race here. So it's 16 turns, 2 massive DRS zones that follow right back to each other. So we're going to see a lot of DRS chess today. Hopefully these guys have more than 200 ELO on the road and play like grandmasters out there. So we'll see what kind of moves they decide to do going into DRS zones 1 and 2. The move would probably be a little patient into the second DRS zone. Wait and sit behind the car you're trying to pass because you don't want to give him DRS. And then Sector 1, very tricky, fast-flowing, very easy to spin out of 3 and 4. Another note, the hotel section, very one-aligned. If you're not careful there, you could get into incidents if you try and pass. So a lot of the Tier 3 drivers will have to be very, 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 very careful in this situation. And then and then if we look at our picture-in-picture, it is qualifying time. Actually, let's screw picture-in-picture. My commentator doesn't have his camera on, so there's no point having picture-in-picture today. We're going to go with our in-game. There we go. We'll see who the first one is on track. Dylan Maxim, I don't know what your EA name corresponds to. What is your EA name? Asking for an invite. I don't know your EA name. I forget.
Got some drivers going out.
Yep, and while they go out and get ready, we'll take a look at our race notes. We do have a little bit of time before people start their laps. So as I said earlier, this is the original Season 7 finale for MRL, but because F123 came out earlier than expected, we did cut 1 week out. And as a result of that change, this was moved to the second to last race in Canada as our final race. As I said earlier, 5 drivers in contention for the championship, albeit 2 of those are in very much long shots at this point. And this is also the most drivers we've had in a Tier 3 contending championship situation going to the penultimate race since Season 4. Season 4 had 6 people in the championship hunt at this point of the season. We have 5, which is a little nugget that I found pretty cool. Another fun fact, it's never rained at Abu Dhabi in a race, IRL or in MRL. So this track being as it is in the middle of the desert, it is very hot and very dry. It does not rain very much. In fact, they call this an island, but a lot of people don't know that this track is actually sitting on top of a man-made island. The whole island is man-made, believe it or not. None of this is a real island.
Wow.
Just crazy to think about. And then obviously drivers to watch. You got Punjew, Papout, EpikWinz as well. Top 3 guys. We'll go back into our in-game here to get a good look.
Real question, how much of that island is this track?
I'm willing to bet over 50% of that island is this track. It costs many billions of dollars to make, and I'm not surprised.
Yeah.
J-Joe, that's actually a truth, because it rained in Abu Dhabi qualifying in Tier 3. I got you on a technicality there. It did not rain during the race. It was a qualifying rain. I got you on a technicality.
Got him.
Got him. Alright, who's on a lap right now? I've been too busy looking at nonsense.
First person who's on a lap, about to finish their lap.
Let me drop the Elgato.
McLaren? Oh no, not the McLaren. Whoever's behind the McLaren. I'll find
Yep. Do let me know how the mixer audio is, guys. Let me know if the chat, the balance between voice chat and the actual game chat is good.
EpikWinz is on a lap right now. I think he's gonna be the first one to finish his whole lap.
Yeah, I'm looking at him right now. I don't want the game volume to be overbearing, so we're gonna go ahead and drop it a bit. I think we're pretty good though. EpikWinz coming around the final corner. Remember, he is one of the protagonists of this championship, riding that sexy Ferrari red. 124.5. That's a decent banker time. Definitely won't be pole, but it'll be a decent time. Papout is also on a lap. We'll look at... Does Punjew on a lap? I'm going to be looking at a lot of the main contenders right now. It's only fair. They've earned the right to be talked about because they're kicking ass this season. Enzo Slice got disqualified for blocking the pit lane. He spun out at turn 3, and that's something that could happen a lot. Believe it or not, you could get a lot of that to happen today. Punjew around the final corner. It's not going to be good enough to pass EpikWinz. It'll be 124.8, so maybe EpikWinz being hungover is a key to doing well. He's 3/10 ahead of Punjew after the first set of qualies laps. And look at this, we got a provisional, very provisional, Ferrari 1-2 early doors. I haven't seen this in a while in this tier. It's been like 5 weeks since that happened. How you doing, Andy? How you doing? How you doing? How's your night going? I saw you had a decent tier 4 race that just finished. Could have been a little better, but you did pretty well. Papout 124.67, so he's 1/10 off of Mr. EpikWinz. Jordan, the new wheel driver, coming around. Wow, he's slow as hell. It's an outlap, that's why. Excuse me. Anybody on a flyer that I have missed? KDM, remember, KDM, a reserve driver, is jumping in. He's somewhat quick from last season. If you guys remember, he was a tier 3 driver last season. He was pretty good. Somewhat rapid. We'll see if he's able to keep it going this week. Make his return to MRL. Jordan will begin his actual lap. That 147 is not representative of his real pace. So really tight grid at the top here. And as is the case with this track, not a ton of heavy braking zones. We only have, I want to say, 4 proper braking zones. Everything else is either light braking or just coasting the car through corners. Which, with less braking zones, you do expect these tighter spreads. And right now we are seeing just a second between 1st and 10th. A second and some change, but we don't count change here. Toby is on a flyer. Good point, Andy. I missed him. He is self-proclaimed to be on the slower end of tier 3, but on his day, he can make some noise. We'll see what he does here in the final sector. As there is a Aston Martin completely destroyed off the side of the track. That's Dutch Raven. He's out. We'll see how he takes these corners. The Alfa Romeo gets out of the way. Not going to impede him at all. Nowhere near the racing line. Good job by him. As Toby rounds the final few corners. Tougher than you would think this last corner here. It's very tough on traction. You want to get on the throttle early, but you just can't. You have to be patient enough to apply it. And a 125.7. That's good enough for midfield. So, usual order of business for Toby, I'd say. And we got a few other guys on outlaps. So we got a bit of time on our hands. We start seeing some representative qualifications. I want to hear back on stream and see if the game audio sounds good. I think it does. Actually, I don't want it to be too quiet. That's good. That's a good volume. We'll keep it there. Yep. Invite Pete. Alright. I don't know if I have him added. Is Pete EA or is he a Xbox guy? I don't remember.
I'm not sure. I think he's Xbox.
Is he? I know I had his old account added from the NA tier, but I don't remember. Son of a
He's got many different accounts.
He has like 1 million accounts. That's the problem. It says he typed the one I need to get. So bear with me, J-Joe. It's gonna take a little bit of time. Missed. Everybody gets one. I will not be doing this multiple times during the race, but everybody gets one. Mr. Lethal Pete. God damn it. He's got so many freaking names, this kid, I swear. Is it not business as usual? Quick tongue spins it into the pit lane entry. Oh, that could have been bad. He just avoided chaos there. That was close. Pete, I sent you the invite, buddy. I did. I just did. I think I did. You messaged me as well. So he says I'm here. Okay. Cool. And, excuse me, while we were too busy chatting, Gwenfro. I don't know what kind of drugs Gwenfro was on. He has gone from tier 5 last season. He's pole right now in tier 3. That is a 2-tier change in a span of a few weeks, which is ridiculous. Meteoric growth for this guy, I swear. 124 flat is no joke. That's 5/10 ahead of second. That's a big jump.
Yeah. Way to go, honestly.
We got a bunch of guys on fast laps right now. We'll look at NCAF as he's 3/10 up on his time. Normesh, because everyone's getting disqualified for spinning at turn 3. Yikes. But NCAF comes around the final corner. It should be an improvement, albeit slightly. Yeah, up a few tenths. That'll push him up to the first row with EpikWinz for now. Papout up 2 tenths. We'll see where that puts him coming around the final corner. These are horrific camera angles, by the way. These are horrible camera angles. That's good enough for second. So he jumps NCAF, out increased by about 4 tenths there. Good jump for him. Who else is going around? Punjew rounds the final corner. This could be a flyer. Hello, 123.961. The first one to dip into the 123s. Impressive time.
Very nice.
EpikWinz is a bit slow. We'll see him coming around the final corner here. Jordan goes to P4 on the wheel. Well done. You have to wonder, was he sandbagging? EpikWinz improves. Not enough, though. Still in 6th. He is cruising in tier 3. And speaking of not cruising, oh no, that might get a disqualification. Oh, he got away from the pit lane just in time. Oh, thank the Lord. Jordan and Papout are separated by just 2 thousandths, 2 milliseconds. That is the blink of an eye. That is shorter than the blink of an eye, honestly. It's nuts. Anybody else on the lap? Terp Charles, he did block Vince's qualifying lap according to Vince. So he might get reprimanded for that later. He did say to not let Terp Charles do it at qualifying lap because he blocked his. That's not how it works though, unfortunately for Vince. You do get reprimanded after the race, though. And for those of you that are in chat, I would like to say a big thank you. Yesterday, the Moose channel did reach 1,000 subscribers, which is a huge milestone for us. We do appreciate all the likes, all the subs, all the comments. Just being here is great, honestly. You don't have to say anything. Just watching this content is fantastic. And if you are still here, like the stream. What are you doing? It's the click of a button. It's free to like the stream. It's free to subscribe if you're new too. If you like what you see, like the commentary, like the funnies, like the racing, feel free to sub. It's free. You can always change it later if you don't like it later.
Absolutely. Bro.
Moldy Dragon is sending his support for Punjew. He wants him to win this race. Moldy, how you doing? Resident no assist tier driver. How you doing, man? Pete's on a run. We'll look at Pete. He's not on a run. I take it back. What else we got here? Anything interesting? No, just a bunch of outlaps. We are getting to the business end of qualifying, to be fair. We are 3 minutes away. So whatever laps you're getting in now, they're probably going to be your last ones. Shamrock dumping gasoline out of his car. He's trying to make it as light as possible.
Which makes sense. You don't want to shred those soft tires on the outlap.
Yeah, you absolutely do not want to.
Take some gas out.
Yeah. Burns all his gasoline. All the petrol, as the British people say. That always sounds wacky to me, petrol. Just say gas, man.
Glenfro is on the outlap. Let's see if they're going to fight for pole.
Yeah, I'm looking at Drunken Shamrock starting his lap, because remember, he is another contender we do have to keep an eye of. Oh no! Oh. Oh, that's horrible. He invalidated both his laps on the start of his lap. Oof. He does have time to recover, though. He does have time. If he can hustle around, he does have time to do another lap. Alright, who's on a lap right now? From the important people. The important guys are all doing out laps. So we'll look at NCAF for now. He does have the top end pace to qualify high. It's a matter of keeping it consistent for him. Ooh. Okay, NCAF backs out of a lap. Okay. Interesting decisions for these guys today. Gwenfro out and running. Now he's starting his lap now. Yeah, that wasn't a good idea. Andy burning that gas. Okay, they're going. This is a very, very clumped up outlap situation we have going on. We got a lot of guys about to start in the middle here. EpikWinz will be the first one to start this. Start this all off here. But he is off. Here we go. NCAF will follow. And so will KDM. He's behind them there. Punjew coming around the final few corners. He'll get his lap started. But we're going to look at EpikWinz here. Actually, just kidding. We're looking at Papout. He's ahead of EpikWinz. We'll look at Papout. He's ahead of him on track. We'll see how this Red Bull handles the last few corners. I'm doing great, Speedy Goose. I'm doing fantastic. Having a fantastic day. Very interesting lines you can see through Sector 3 here. You got to keep it wide and take a lot of the curb on the entry. He chooses not to. Interesting decision. Now, how much curb you want to ride here is very important. You need a lot of it to gain the most amount of time, but it makes it so much easier to spin. He opts to take it in 5th gear on the exit. I don't blame him. Comes around the final corner here. I don't think it'll be an improvement. If it is, it'll be very slight. It'll be a 124.1, so a slight improvement by a few tenths. We'll look at NCAF now. Sorry, EpikWinz coming around the final corner. What's it going to be? He looks to be just a tad bit slower. We'll see. Comes around the final corner. Decent traction on the exit. It will be a slight improvement just behind Papout. He'll be 4th behind him. I am Jordan. I spun out. He won't improve. NCAF next across the line. The Alfa Romeo 24.4 will not improve. Leclerc Terp is 7th. Shamrock is struggling a bit in this hotel section, and he's invalidated. He's done. All right. And Punjew doesn't even need to set a lap, but he's doing it anyways. He's going to flex on them. He's flexing on them. Here we go. Final corner. Oh, 123.919. That's good enough to set up on pole again. Didn't need to improve, but he did it anyways. Punjew will lead us away from the start here. And that is a burning lap. That is crazy. I have trouble hitting 123.9 sometimes. That is a fantastic lap. And that's it for qualifying, so... Top 4 guys, usual suspects except for Gwenfro. Gwenfro is out here putting on a mad performance. Guys that need to shape up. Shamrock, again, has his work cut out for him. He's going to need to have the hell of a race to recover. Remember, last week in Spain, he had that crazy tire strategy. 29 laps. Got him a podium, but he's going to need a lot more in his bag to get something very important out of this race. I think, honestly, if Shamrock doesn't win this race, we can pretty much take him out of consideration for this title. That's just what I'm looking at here. Scruffy's already going to be gone after this race. He's not here. But yeah, that's going to be qualifying, done and dusted. Jeez, okay. And we'll look at our standings once before we go away for racing here. So we look. This is the scenario, guys. It technically is still possible for Punjew to win the entire championship today. It's crazy, right? There's so many permutations that can happen, but if Punjew wins this race, right? And let's say Papout, EpikWinz, and Drunken Shamrock all DNF, he's the champion. Regardless of what happens in the last race, he has a 4-point lead over second place in this situation. So if he wins the race, Papout, EpikWinz, and Shamrock all DNF, it's done. Donezo. And the only way for a champion to be crowned today is if he wins. There's no other chance for Papout, EpikWinz, and Drunken Shamrock to be champion after today's race. But the only way someone can be crowned is if Punjew wins and the rest score all less than 4 points. So, not impossible, but certainly possible. Improbable, but not possible. That's the saying. As we will take away our standings, we'll bring it up from time to time to notify you guys of stuff that changes if there's important things that go on during the race. But we are going to get started very soon, guys. Get your predictions in right now. I think the winner of this race is going to be a shocker. I think we're going to see something crazy. I am going to say... Let me see. Who
I think Punjew's going to win this one.
Nah, you're being basic. I think that we're going to get something nuts. Who is fiending for a good result that hasn't had one in a while? Let's go Ducati. Let's go. I'm being biased here. Let's go Ducati. I'm going to say Ducati gets second place. That's my prediction. It's wild. It's out there. I know it is. And I just jinxed the crap out of him, but I really don't care. We're not winning the combined constructors with Ferrari. Might as well say something funny. And 29 laps separate us from glory here as it's 4 lights, 5 lights, and it is away, away, away. And a decent start for Punjew, but an even better start for Gwenfro. Hello, Papout on the back wants to get past Punjew as well. And Punjew is dropping like a fly into third place. Papout holds it, and EpikWinz might even get him. Here we go. Punjew has dropped 2 spots into third place. You love to see it unless you're Punjew. And Gwenfro is up, and there's a spin at the back. That is Quick Tongue, the reserve, and he has spun it. So a pretty frantic start here, if I do say so myself. And there's 3 wide going into the hairpin there towards the back of the field. Off into the sunset we go. Oh, and there we go. EpikWinz wants to get a move on Punjew. He's thinking about it. No, he's going to tuck in behind. Doesn't quite have the overspeed. He's going to have to be careful going into these next few sets of corners. Everything crunches up very quickly. And there's this contact at the back. A big group of 4 guys went about 3 wide. I missed it. But there was contact. I am Jordan trying to get past Leclerc. I'm just going to say Leclerc, it's funny. and he gets past him into 8th place. And Terp Leclerc is going to try and fight him back. But he just cannot do it with the traction. There's a spin at the back. There's an Aston Martin stuck in the road. Guys, be careful. That's Dutch Raven. He said that he had issues with force feedback, and I think he might be having them again with his wheel. So here is the very interesting title scenario we have set up right now, guys. So the top 3 contenders are all back-to-back-to-back. Papout, Punjew, and EpikWinz. As it stands, EpikWinz leads by 1 point, albeit very early in the entire championship. This is going to be very close, guys. And Gwenfro is off. He is away, and EpikWinz gets fantastic traction, but that's just not a passing zone. He's got to be careful there. And he sits back and he waits. He's going to have to be careful. He's going to have to... I think his best bet would be to overtake into the second DRS one to see if he is going to get a chance to go here. Keep in mind, DRS is not active yet, so it will be a challenge. Any interesting nuggets? I'll bring up the telemetry and lap data now that I have my bearings straight. We'll look at the tires too. So most guys have opted to go on mediums in the top 10, which honestly it is the preferred strategy here. Medium to hard does work quite well. But keep an eye out for Jordan, KDM later in the race. On their mediums, they should be flying. But I do feel like hards work pretty well on low fuel here. So far, the constructor doing the best is still Haas, but it's notable that Ducati has made his way up into 6th from his starting position of, I believe, 11th? 10th. He started in 10th. Still pretty good to be there and after just 2 laps here. And the field is starting to bunch up now. We will start be seeing some overtaking action happen after... Oh, wait a minute. Are you seeing what I'm seeing at the back here? Sako.
Why?
Do me a favor and look at Quick Tongue's tires. I have concerns.
There is a rule that says you cannot go on inters, but I'm just gonna give him the benefit.
Yeah, I'm assuming he tried to
an
pick
accident.
hards. I'm assuming he tried to pick hards, but that's a mare for him. He'll get that changed, obviously. I'd hope so. But DRS is now active. We'll see if anyone's bold enough to make moves, or if we're just gonna have fat trains all day, which I don't like to see. No one likes to see DRS trains. They're not fun.
Quick Tongue will be going in the pits.
That he will. I'd like to imagine those tires will not work. Here we go, Papout. DRS. Wow, fast straight line speed. He cut up Gwenford like it was nothing. That was quick. He's running a super low downforce setup from what I can see there, and he's in the lead. So Papout, crucially, has gotten to where he needed to go straight away. As there is a Aston Martin just continuously spinning at the back. Dutchman is not having a fun time right now. He's about to get passed up by Vince. So now if you're Papout, you're just hoping that Gwenfro can hold off Punjew as long as he can, because the more positions you finish ahead of Punjew, the better chance you're going to have going to the final race, and we'll see here what happens down the stretch as we go. EpikWinz is just slotting in. He knows he's more so of a bystander in the main contending race. He is in the mix, I guess. He's more so waiting for something crazy to happen up front, as there was some sort of carnage. Oh, did Edge spin out? Oh, speaking of spin out, Alpine, careful. There's an Alpine on the side of the road. Be careful. They didn't hit him. But I wonder if Edge had contact. He did have a bit of a spinner. He was with Ducati in the vicinity, so we'll see that probably after the race if that happened. Dutch Raven has spun for the 4th time in 4 laps. Yikes. EpikWinz does have DRS, but so does Punjew. Nothing much going on there. As Vince has called it a night. That was quick. Drunken Shamrock fighting KDM for 8th into the hairpin. And he gets it done. Will KDM get good traction on the exit? No, he's going to have to relegate to him into the slow hotel section here. Vince claims that his race was ruined. Well, the stewards will see it after the race. Oh, Gwenfro had a little bit of an error here. And Gwenfro's down to 5th. What happened? That allowed EpikWinz to get past him too. Punjew had wing damage too. Punjew is in the pits. What happened?
I believe there was contact.
I mean, I'd like to think so too, but... Oh no, that's a calamity for Punjew. And now Papout is seething at the fact that he's loving it. One man's loss is another man's gain. Unfortunately, Papout has taken the lead from Punjew. If you are Punjew, you are punching the air right now. You are upset at what is going on. Oh my gosh, someone went off. That Aston Martin is having a horrible time today. And Dutch Raven has already been lapped. He got a 10-second penalty. This is nuts. And it has to be said, if you are a Tifosi fan, you're loving life right now as a Ferrari guy. Second and fourth of the team is nothing short of spectacular right now. It's about to be third, actually. Ducati is passing NCAF on the straight. It's a double podium as it stands right now for Ferrari. Granted, very early, and a safety car could change things up. Or a mistake, honestly. That could also change things. But Papout is leading the way for Red Bull, and he is 1.8 seconds ahead of EpikWinz going into the hotel section. So we'll see if that keeps up for him. As Punjew has pit for hard tires. So if you're Punjew, what is the play here? Because theoretically, those hard tires can get to the end, but they will be absolute dog shit by about lap 25. I don't know what the play is here. You can't afford another pit stop. Another safety car comes out, so unless that happens, I don't know what the play is.
I would say cut through the field as much as you can and hope for a safety car as early as possible.
Yeah, it's kind of more so damage limitation at this point, right? Starting to set it up for the next race. And I wonder what actually happened. I wasn't looking. It's a shame I didn't get to see it. Now, the Dutch Ravens finally called it a night. He could, Mod. He could go into the finale. He can't win it today, obviously. The only person that can win it today is Punjew. But he could have an overwhelming advantage going to the finale if Punjew does not recover here. He needs to have the stint of his life right now, Punjew. And
EpikWinz is caught up.
yeah, and even then, that stint might not be enough. He needs Jesus on his side. Punjew needs divine intervention to get back into this race. NCAF fighting Ducati down. He had the DRS this time, and Ducati is going to seat it, but he's holding the inside a little bit. And he's holding it still. So he's into fourth, and NCAF, good overtake by him. If your Ducati got brake early here, yes, he does. So good racing there, but NCAF has gotten past. He's showing his pace. NCAF has no ERS, though. Absolutely none. And as we're talking, EpikWinz has caught up to Papout. But a little nugget of information. EpikWinz has absolutely zero ERS. It's already gone. So, we'll see. Papout has a 30% advantage. Yeah, it is second place you reversed to Dutch Raven. I'm assuming you had force feedback issues again? Is that what happened, like you mentioned earlier before the race? Yikes. Maybe next game cycle will be your game cycle. Hey, at least you were a champion last season, right, Dutchman? You were a Tier 4 champion last season, so... Not a completely empty game for you. But EpikWinz is caught up to Papout. He won't be able to pass, I don't think so. Papout has a massive ERS advantage here, so I don't think he'll make a move at first. Yeah, he won't. He's going to have to tuck in. But who can, maybe? Ducati. If he has the edge, I think he'll wait a little more. I think he knows he has an ERS advantage on NCAF, so if he just holds his lines better, he'll be good. Further back, Omarmo and Turk Leclerc are fighting as well. Omarmo's got absolutely zero ERS, so he'll be a sitting duck here, and he was swallowed up not even halfway through the straight. This is the easiest overtake Leclerc will see tonight. Putting it up. Other than that, this race is starting to settle down. The biggest point of news is obviously Punjew dropping down all the way to 13th. That's the biggest shock in the system we've seen. He is 6 seconds off of the next car, and he is about 20 off of the leaders. More than 20, like I'd say 25. So he's got a big mountain to climb. And EpikWinz has really caught up to Papout now. He might be able to get it done into first here. If I'm him, I'm being cautious. I'm waiting until the second DRS zone. I would honestly let off the gas here and just tuck him between Papout here. And he is. So he does just that. He will wait until the second DRS zone, try and get the best exit out of this turn he can get. He's going to need one. And it's going to be close. I think Papout got a better exit than him. He's going to take a while to hold on. Edge has retired. He spun out at the final corner, and that's the safety car. That's the safety car that Punjew is waiting for, and he is absolutely loving life right now. There it is. Safety car has been deployed. And if you are these medium runners, you gotta get fresh tires. You gotta take them to the end. Hards could go to the end here. They went 21 laps in my pre-race simulations. So, this is about that threshold where you could get fresh tires and just go to the end. if you're a hard runner, you're liking it, but you're also kind of hating it, right? Because you're going to get a lot of positions here. You can't really pit. Pitting isn't really an option for you in this scenario. And this has brought Punjew back into the game. So Punjew, I'd imagine, will stay out. He will not pit. There is a scenario in which he does pit. Because remember, he will technically have to pit one more time. It depends on what set of tires Punjew has picked. If he has gone with the harder set, there's double stacking going on Ferrari, by the way. We'll see if that impedes Ducati. If he has a second set of hards, if I'm Punjew, I'm pitting for a second set of hards if you have a second one. If you don't, just keep going. And Punjew has chosen to not pit. He's going to keep going. Also, a good strategy, so can't really hate him for doing that. Mod was like, no safety car in the chat, and then seconds after he says no safety car, it comes out. Edge spun out of turn 2. That turn is a lot tougher than you think. It's very enticing to take the inside curb on turn 2. You just can't. You're gonna die 9 times out of 10. That curb will throw you into the wall. It will get your rear end all sorts of loose. You will be out of the race. So, Edge, rest in peace. I would play a little tune for you if we don't have a soundboard. But rest in peace to Edge's race. He has dropped out of it. And now just about the entire field, minus Shamrock and Omarmo, are on hard tires. So, but the ones that are going to be cutting through the field, EpikWinz, NCAF, Papout, and Ducati, they are going to cut through this field like a knife through butter. It is going to be quick. Once you get going here, I'd imagine in 2 laps time, so lap 11, I'd imagine will be in green flag conditions. It'll be close. Actually, no, it won't be. Because we have this nincompoop at the back. It's gonna take like 2 laps to get to the main field. I'm sorry for calling Quick-Tongue a nincompoop. I shouldn't say that. That's not nice. But the car is driving slowly. That's why I'm calling it a nincompoop. He's gonna have 2 laps to get back to the rest of the field, and it'll be very tough. Honestly, they might just get started without him. He's gonna have a long time to get back to the field. This safety car is going to have to go at the speed of the snail for it to catch up before we get to the next lap. So we'll see. I need to sneeze. Hold on. Oh, yikes. Okay, it wasn't a sneeze. It was a false alarm. Then I have to sneeze. I thought I had to sneeze. Then I have to. So Punjew has slotted just behind Ducati, so his race has been fully revived. It was on life support just a few moments ago, but Edge brought out the pacemaker. He put it back. Him DNFing was the ultimate gift to Punjew. He did all the chest compressions on that on his race, and it's back. It's back. It's been resurrected, maybe. So now it's going to be a fantastic finish because you got 3 of the 3 tile protagonists are all within 5 cars of each other. So if you're Ducati, you are going to be looking to do EpikWinz as big of a favor as you can. You are going to be dumping all of your ERS. You're going to be trying to hold off Punjew for as long as you can. Punjew, albeit he is on the older tires, but he has shown to have quicker pace over Ducati this season, so he might still get this move done. And Punjew's going to want to have to get that done as quickly as possible because the gaps just won't make sense the more you wait behind cars. It'll make things worse. So at this point, if you had to pinpoint a potential winner for this race, Sako, who would you say is in the best position to win this race?
I still feel like EpikWinz and Papout are in good positions to win this race. I'd say from 7th to 11th. They're all great drivers. Anyone could win this, but we'll see. It's hard to say, honestly.
Yeah. And it'll be interesting to see what Shamrock does, because he's on the set of medium tires. Will he do the same thing he did at Spain with the medium tires? I wonder. Because there is a scenario where they could go to the end. They will be very close to puncture territory, if not in there. They probably will be in there, gonna be honest, but It might be his only option if no other safety car comes out. Like, pitting at this point would kill you. You gotta take your tires to the end, unless another safety car shows up soon. So, it'll be interesting to see how it unfolds. But we will be under green flag conditions for lap 12 and onwards. So we'll have 18 laps of racing action for you guys. Assuming no other safety cars show up. Alright, so safety cars in this lap we have bunched up, and I will be watching this restart from Papout's perspective. And do not sleep on Benzo Slice. He is great at defending. So, granted it is a massive tire difference, but he is great at defending, so we'll see if Papout is able to make headway in there. And if Papout does get past Tolby, you'd imagine Tolby would see to him right away and let him get as big of a cushion as possible. He is 100% playing the team game at this point, I would imagine. We're going to see, will Jordan play this slow or really go quick? He is leading the murder Mercedes away, so it's technically Mercedes 1-2. It's going to change, because we have pit stops to go, but he is technically leading them away. And they are off. Let's see, will Papout get a fantastic run? Oh, very wiggly out of there. Any other changes off of turn 1? Nothing really, but NCAF has gone wide and Ducati is looking for it on the inside into turn 2. And he pulled off an overtake into turn 2. That is impressive. I've never seen that before in a live race setting. He did a good job there. And Punjew wants to make a dive on NCAF too. And he's gotten it into 9th place. NCAF wants to hold the outside line. And he does hold it. So NCAF has just held off Punjew by the skin of his teeth. And Punjew is not dumping the RS, but NCAF is. And Papout has gotten past Benzo, so I'd imagine Tolby will seed and let him pass right now. Spin at the back, Wenfro has gotten hit, I believe. Tolby is not letting Papout through just yet. Just yet, he has not. As EpikWinz is fighting with Benzo, and he has gotten past Benzo, so now he is in, and he has to get past Tolby. So Tolby let Papout through, and now he's got to build the wall and hold off EpikWinz right now. We'll see how long he's able to do it. Granted, he's on old tires. These tires are more ancient than the pyramids of Giza. He's gonna have to see and do some crazy magic to somehow hold him off here. As Terp has spun off again. We'll see. EpikWinz is being patient. He knows it's not a critical time to pass. He can wait a little bit. As Papout is trying to navigate past Pete, as you know, Pete does not like to see positions. So he might get held up with Pete still. Tolby will he defend the inside? He chooses to defend the inside. And then goes back to the racing line as EpikWinz is not close enough to pass him. So this is the very crucial area here. Who's going to get better traction going out of this turn? It's going to be a huge factor as to who wins coming out into the next turn. EpikWinz got good traction. Tolby has less ERS. They're both dumping. EpikWinz wants to go on the inside. He's thinking about it. He dives it. Is he going to make the corner? He has made the corner. And he gives decent room to Tolby, I'd say. That was pretty good. There's more traction on those tires. He was able to do that kind of move. And now the chase is on. Can he get into Papout's DRS range? And also, I didn't notice this. Punjew has fallen down to 13th. And he's well behind the pack. Does he have wing damage? No. It's just a spin, so his race is not dead. He's going to have to make a big charge, though. Ducati gets 3 seconds for his mistakes. He cuts the corner like a madman. Trying to go around Tolby. In the hotel section? Surely not. And he got to pass through in the hotel. Wow. Well done. Oh my gosh. I've never seen that either. That was really good from Ducati. Granted, he got a 3-second penalty for doing that overtake, but he made it work. And now he's just got to get a good gap to the rest of the field. And EpikWinz is trying to get past Pete now too. Papout has made the pass, but Pete is still doing his best to hold off EpikWinz. Will he do it? I don't know. Probably not, because his tires are older. And EpikWinz also has DRS, so they both actually have DRS, but EpikWinz has had a better run on him. Oh, is Pete gonna dive it? Pete might dive this. He's gonna dive it. And EpikWinz holds it for now, and they're both gonna get DRS, mind you, because EpikWinz is within the Papout range for DRS. Oh no, they won't. EpikWinz was not in range for Papout's DRS, and now Pete can make an overtake safety car. What happened? Safety car is out. And Punjew gets bailed out once again. Another safety car has saved his race.
That also kind of saved Epic there. He was about to...
It did. It did save Epic.
Yeah. Slow him down a lot.
It did save Epic, but it really saved Punjew. Because Punjew was 7 seconds off the pack. And you have to wonder, does he have a one-to-one hotline with the race director? Is he calling him and saying, hey, a little safety car would be nice. A little bit of trash. There's a little bit of trash over at turn 7. If you guys can call a safety car and please clean that up. He probably made a call. He's got his connections, you know. He does Creator Series, so I wouldn't be surprised if he knows somebody at EA. I can get him a little cheeky safety car. You know, wouldn't shock me. And just about everybody is pitting, except for the top 2. So the guys that were on the hards initially that did not pit, have pit. And Drunken Shamrock, good call from Drunken Shamrock. He needed a fresh set of tires. And he's not going to lose any spots, because everyone else behind him is pitting. This is a huge W. Massive W for Drunken Shamrock. He didn't lose a single spot. And he got another fresh set of tires. That's good for him. Punjew pits off his hard tires. He's serving a penalty, it seems. Yep, he was serving a penalty. He got a penalty. So Mod says there was a benzo collision. Did that involve Punjew? I'd imagine if he's serving a penalty, it might have involved Punjew. It's not really a tire whispering, Jim. Shamrock already pit for hards. Actually, Mod, Gwenfro is on the softs. He's pulling it off. Maybe, I don't know. Gwenfro's cooking. He is absolutely cooking right now. These softs, they're not going to make it to the end. As much as someone wants to make it to the end, they're not. He will definitely have to pit one more time. There's no chance. I will... Let me think of a wager I can do in case he does... If he makes to the end of the race on these softs, I don't know what I will do. I will do something stupid. What will I do?
Eat your shoe.
That's a little too stupid. I might catch something.
Something you've said a lot.
What will I do? I will... What will I do?
Not race next season.
No, I will not be a TP next season. That's a good one. If he takes these softs to the end without a puncture, I will not be a team principal next season. How does that sound? That's good. That's a bold one, right?
Do you want to be a TP?
I don't know. I haven't decided yet. Mod says I'll get.
Go against something you do want.
Mod says I'll get. Actually, you know what? If he doesn't get it, I will boost the Discord server for a month. There you go. That's a good one. There we go. I'll boost the Discord server for a month. I will do that. There we go.
I'll do the same.
If he makes it to the end on these soft tires, I will boost the Discord server. Why is Omarmo in the McLaren? That's a good question. I thought he was he like an Alpine driver or something? Mod doesn't count. The race doesn't count, okay? It needs to be in the race, not in qualifying. It rained in qualifying. It's a technicality. Shit. Damn it. It's $5. What do you guys want? Oh, season 5. I said $5. It's an S5. I read it as $5. I'm like, what? Yeah, Gwenfro. You do it, okay? You do it. If you take those softs to the end without a puncture, be my guest. You are going to... you will make me boost the Discord server, okay? Oh, it was a sprint race. You're right. Shit. It was a sprint race. I completely forgot. You know? Oh, man. What a shame. You know, it could be worse. I could have left the Discord entirely, like Righty.
Boost it and then leave.
Boost it and leave. Boost it and just fuck off. Fat Wheat, I don't need to start from the back to rid of my race. I already do. I already start at the back. I start at like 7th and then I get bumped down to the back, so it doesn't matter. And we are getting ready to go now. We are in green flag conditions. Papout leads us away. Will EpikWinz get a good jump? No, he does not. Papout got a good start on EpikWinz. And there's Carnage at the back. Someone has spun out. Quick tongue into the back. Yeah, who is this righty character I speak of, Andy?
I've heard of this man in my life.
Omarmo. Not Omarmo. Somebody spun out. There was Omarmo in the McLaren that he shouldn't be driving. He has defected from Williams.
He has pulled a Piastri.
Yeah, yes. It's for the meme. It's for the culture, Speedy Goose. Ducati wants to make a move on NCAF. No, not close enough. NCAF almost punched the back of EpikWinz. You saw that. I was very close. And that's going to allow Ducati to get a good run on him, but he had to check up because NCAF was right in his face. NCAF's dumping. Ducati's dumping. No one's going to be close. They're fighting tooth and nail, and Ducati might do it. He might get it done, and he has got it done provisionally. Will NCAF hold it on the outside? Horrible camera angle. And he has held it for now. But he does have a 3-second penalty lingering over his head, so we'll monitor that as this race develops more. And Punjew will have to begin his title surge right now. He's got to make a big push through this gap. As Omarmo spins again. Not a good day for Omarmo. Any other movement happening here? Nothing of note, but Punjew is on the back of Gwenfro's gearbox. He wants to get it done, but there's just no space. It's gonna have to be done into one of those heavy braking zones. Punjew had an incident with Benzo. That's how he's so far down from pole early on in the race. And Omarmo calls it a day in the pits, thankfully. Jordan making a... No! Jordan overcooks it into turn 5. Oh, Lord. He burnt the steak. Oh, that was not good. He's going to have to concede to all these guys. I wonder if Ducati got wing damage. He did clatter the back of him. He looks to be okay. Yeah, that wing's intact, thankfully. He's still fighting with NCAF back. This is a 3-wide moment here into turn... Wow, okay. They're going very, very, very... very close into that turn. It's concerning. And NCAF is fighting with Pete on the inside in the hotel section? Surely not. They are fighting in the hotel section. Oh, Ducati in the wall. I think he had a bit of an oversteer moment. Gwenfro spun it. Oh, be careful. Oh, lordy, lordy, lord. That was close. And there's no safety car right now, but I did think Ducati... Yep, Ducati has had damage. And his race has gone into the toilet bin. It is into the trash. And there it goes. We'll have to get a fresh set of mediums, probably. And the fresh wing. Yep. Unfortunate for Ducati. And EpikWinz has lost his right-hand man. Yikes. And Punjew will look to get past Tolby. As Tolby is the slower driver. We'll see if Punjew can get past Tolby. And... someone had an issue. The Gwenfro is not having a fun time. They want those soft tires. They're just not working for him at all right now. And Tolby is able to hold off Punjew for now, but Punjew got a very good run here. He might be able to get it into the next spot. Will Punjew get it? It's going to be close. Tries the inside. Colby held off the inside for a second, but went to the racing line at the end. He tries the inside, he's holding the inside, and he's got the move done. Surgical overtake from Punjew there. Well done. And here comes Pete, ladies and gentlemen. The Tier 4 driver that says he should have been in Tier 5 a while back ago. Claims everyone's a sandbagger. Oh, Jordan. In the wall, safety car has been deployed. Is it a virtual? It is a virtual for now. Will it be upgraded to a full? No. Okay, so just a virtual. Anyone choose to pit under the virtual safety car? No. Okay. So this order is going to stay exactly the same. Nothing will change under the safety car, and we will be going green. It's something to be careful of. Under the VSC, watch that delta, ladies and gentlemen. Don't fall victim to the drive-through penalty. It will absolutely kill your race, especially this late in the game. Watch that delta, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, EpikWinz timed that restart perfectly. He didn't get a drive-through, and he's got a DR. Wow, okay. He might get Papout into turn 5. And I think he will. But Papout, remember, he will have the second helping of DRS if he's able to stay behind him. Whoever's behind will get that second serving, and EpikWinz will get it, but Papout went a little over that curb, and we'll see if EpikWinz can recover. They're fighting for the lead, remember, in the championship lead, potentially. And he will have to hold it. Okay, so Papout did get the better of him.
There is a huge battery difference here.
Oh, this is a massive battery difference. If EpikWinz can recognize it, this is a huge difference. Papout dumped just about everything he could to hold off EpikWinz there. And that's going to play a huge factor as the rest of this race unfolds. Further back, Punjew is making his charge. Remember, he is fighting Drunken Shamrock, another fellow championship contender. I am Jordan gets 3 seconds for his mistakes, and there's a Haas off the road. Thankfully he's out of the way. Oh, it was Benzo Slice's car after he DNF'd. Okay. If you're EpikWinz, I would just sit and wait. This ERS difference is only getting bigger and bigger. 65% advantage for EpikWinz in the ERS department. If he's just patient, he could get this done. He's got to find the right time. It's not going to happen here. He's too far away at this point in time. So he just needs to get a good exit on one of these corners at some point, and it will be there for him. Further back, Punjew is still on his charge, and he's not too far away. If he can light up the rest of this grid on these mediums. Tight on the inside of Drunken Shamrock. He does give the space. He anticipates a dive. And we'll see, can Punjew hold it? No. He'll sit back. He wants to make a pass desperately, but he's got to do it in the right spot. Oof, big lockup from Punjew, and he's over a second behind Drunken Shamrock now. He's just getting a little impatient, a bit of a mistake. He really wants to get past him. EpikWinz, a little bit of understeer through there. I'm going to be seeing a lot of that tonight on my setup. That's for sure. There's so much understeer in that section, but I opt for stability, and here we see EpikWinz cuts into that corner very surgically. And this ERS difference is disgusting. 14 versus 88. That is gross. If he just waits and waits, that light, he's probably noticing that light's going to be blinking very soon. Signaling to everybody that Papout has no ERS, but EpikWinz needs to take a bit of a more wide line into that second corner to get that overtake done, because Papout's exits are just good enough to hold him off. So we will see. And also something to note is that KDM and Pete have caught up now. They're within a second to both these guys. They might spoil the party that they're having at the front. So, it's something to notice. Punjew, crucially, 3-second time penalty. That could kill him. That's going to hold him back later. Oy, oy, oy. Spin at the back. KDM has spun, ladies and gentlemen. He has spun. I think he spun. Yep, he has spun. Down to 6th. I'm sorry if I'm keeping it locked in this battle for the lead. It's so riveting. I just have to. This is a huge change swing depending on what happens here. $95 ERS versus 14. Who's gonna win here? Papout's dumping whatever he has left. He's at 10%. And if you're EpikWinz, again, just tuck in. Yeah, we did make that note. Repeat. You know what I'm afraid of, Sako?
What?
Oh, that besides that moment, he's gotten past Papout because he had a bit of an issue on the exit of turn 8. I was gonna say I'm afraid of EpikWinz finishing on the podium. What he's gonna do in the interview, but that was a big howler from Papout, and EpikWinz with the ERS advantage, you figure is in a good spot to win this race now. But someone to keep an eye on is Pete. Less than 3 seconds behind, so he's on the mediums. Granted, they will fall off a cliff pretty soon, but so will the hards. So at this point, I'd say it's all of a game of skill. Tires won't play a big factor at this point in the race. EpikWinz wants to dump his ERS to avoid having Papout get any DRS on this straight. And I don't think Papout was in that second time frame. He's gone now. No DRS for Papout. So now if EpikWinz can start nailing these apexes, he could actually start to create a bit of a gap here. He's starting to dump some. He's at 50% ERS, which at this point of the race, it's fair play. It's a decent amount to keep with 6 laps to go. So it's enough to defend, enough to get away if you need to. So good management from EpikWinz. Papout, better exit. Papout is getting much better exits out of that corner, but the straight line speed advantage that EpikWinz seems to have is just enough to keep him in this contention here. Punjew has gotten a move into 6th, but KDM does not want to let this go. He is fighting tooth and nail for 6th right now, and he's going to hold on to it maybe into the hotel section. He has great traction on the outside, but Punjew is still fighting it, and KDM's going to have to leave space. He's also going to leave space for KDM. This is too wide through the hotel section, side by side. They're still fighting. Too wide for all of Sector 3. And maybe even into Sector 1, KDM goes that. I think that's on KDM, I'm going to be honest. KDM, that's probably on KDM if I'm looking at that. What would you say, Suck? I don't know if you saw it.
I did not. I was
Okay.
I was watching NCAF.
I assumed you'd be watching it. Okay, never mind. But I think that was KDM's fault because he just drifted over where Punjew was. There was no space, so that might have been on KDM, honestly.
Yeah, I was watching NCAF and Pete because they're the other ones that are also racing each other right now.
Good point. And now EpikWinz is going to get DRS off of this lapped Williams. He's going to say thank you very much. And this Williams has to get out of the way. QuickTongue has to get out of the way. And he has. He got DRS off of the Williams, and he is in a good position now. That just gave him a bit of a slipstream, and now he's almost a full 2 seconds ahead. He is a full 2 seconds ahead of Papout. So, if he just keeps on keeping on, he will get this win, and he will flip the script into the final race. And something to note, will Lethal Pete get close enough to Papout to make a move potentially? I don't think he will. I think the mediums are at the point where they will fall off the cliff compared to the hards. So we're at that crossover point where the hards seem to be a little bit better. The sustained traction is a lot better on hards than it is for the mediums. The mediums will have that initial responsiveness, but once you pass about 10 laps, they just become a pain to drive. So we'll see what he does here. Papout takes a lot of curve there. Concerning QuickTongue, calls it a night in the pits. Now, the only thing left that could spice up this race even more is if a last-second safety car comes in. Can you imagine the scenes if that happens? I hope so. I hope that does not happen. For my sake, I hope it doesn't happen. But I know a lot of neutrals would like a safety car right now.
Yeah.
We are at the point where it is close. So after this lap, I think is the hard cutoff where a safety car won't show up. Yeah, and if you're NCAF, you gotta let Shamrock go here. He's fighting NCAF, and if NCAF is smart, he's gonna let his teammate through. Yes, constructor first, but you gotta let your teammate through in a situation like this, and he has. He's on the better tire as well, technically, so good move by Shamrock. NCAF doesn't fight it too hard. Fair play. Gwenfro calls it a day. He does not make his softs last the entire end of the race. I'm not obligated to boost the Discord server. Who has the fastest lap? That's something to keep an eye on. Who has that? Is it Ducati? I saw it. Yeah, it is Ducati still. 26.3. So, something to note. J. Joe says Pete's cooking. I'm watching. I'm keeping a close eye on this Pete guy. There you go. He says Pete is cooking. Is he cooking up a 4-course meal? Or is he cooking up a calamity? We're gonna do the math after this mod. I want to make sure. I want to do the math at the end of with these results, the provisional results. I want to do the math. I want to see where we sit going to the final race. That I will not be covering, by the way, which does suck. I am out of town. I really wish I was here for this final race, but I won't be able to see it, unfortunately. But I will be getting a full standings breakdown at least, with some win conditions before I let you guys go. And as it looks, EpikWinz is just cruising. He's got 36% ERS, infinitely more than Papout does. He has 0. So EpikWinz, no reason to take any risks. Just bring the car home. EpikWinz. Gwenfro's left the session. And if you're NCAF, you want to get past Punjew, because every little point will help your teammate. Actually, Punjew is technically still behind NCAF. I forgot he has a 3-second penalty. So, the best Punjew can finish is 6th, probably, unless he manages to take 3 seconds on NCAF, which is not impossible. Pete's burning the food right now. Pete left the rice cooker on. There's nothing in that rice cooker. He's burning his rice cooker. It's not going well for him right now. And that gap has not closed as much as he'd like. If Lethal Pete is to pass Papout, that would put a bigger wrinkle in the championship order, obviously. It'd be a much bigger wrinkle. And remember, with as tight of a constructors table we have right now, every point is critical. You have 4 constructors in the mix right now that could win this thing still. For at least the tier 3 constructors. I'm not talking about the combined constructors. We all know Mercedes is walking away with that one. That's almost the formality at this point. Mercedes winning that. I'm talking about the tier 3 constructors. Papout's pushing, but it's probably not going to be enough. EpikWinz has lots of VRS that he doesn't even need to use. We are on the final lap of the race. Anything interesting happening? Oh, actually, Pete has closed up a little bit to Papout. It might happen. They both have no ERS, though, but Pete might get it. He just might. Because Papout will be a sitting duck without any DRS. He needs DRS here, though. If he doesn't get this gap, it's over. Okay, he has DRS. He's in the range. Let's see what happens down this back straight here. This is a big positioning here. DRS flap down. Will it be close enough to Papout to make a move? We'll see. It's gonna be the second straight. If he can do it here, it's now or never. We'll see what Pete does. Not a good exit compared to Papout. Good exit for Papout. He gets a good job there. Let's see. It's gonna be tight. It's gonna be so close. I think Papout will hold it though. Will Pete dive it is the question. He wants to. He's thinking about it. No. And that should be GG's for Pete. He'll have to hold on to 3rd unless Papout makes a mistake here. He does not. Oh, Pete on the inside. Late dive into the hotel section. Oh, but Pete overcooks and he's out of the race. No. That's horrendous for Pete. He had it. It was right there. Oh, it was a late bolt call, but he crashed the car. Oh, my lord. And EpikWinz has won the race. Papout will get second. Shamrock gets third. And Punjew will have to settle for fifth. Okay. And I will say this. Our four contenders all finished in the top 5. That's impressive. And now this has a lot of math for me to do right now, so I will pull up the standings for you guys real quick. Before we go into the interview rooms, I will do that in a second. Soccer, could you post for the top 3 to go into the interview room, please? In the tier 3 chat. Can you at them?
Yeah, I got you.
Okay. Then, so if we do the math here, EpikWinz finished in first. Actually, yeah, he won the race. Papout gets second, so EpikWinz is going to gain 25 points. I'll take out my calculator here. I'm not going to do everything mental math. So 88 plus 25. That puts him at 113, provisionally, heading into the final race. Heading into the final race, he'll have 113. Papout, he got second. That'll get 18 points. Oh my goodness. EpikWinz leads the championship by 1 point over Papout. Heading into the finale. Now that is a shock to the system. I will confirm this, but that is a shock to the system if that is the case. I need to check and verify real quick. Yeah, he will. Papouts will be on 112. EpikWinz will be on 113. If I do the math for Punjew, who got 5th, he'll be at 108. It's still anybody's game. If one of these 3 guys wins the finale, they're the winner no matter what happens. That's mad. That's crazy. So it'll be 113 for EpikWinz. It'll be 112 for Papout. It'll be 108 for Punjew. Shamrock, he got 15 points from his podium. That'll make it 94. He'll still be in the mix. Yeah, still mathematically possible for Shamrock. Everybody else, goodbye, it's over. But those 4 still have a chance. That's mad. And I'd imagine constructors-wise, Ferrari may have taken the lead. It's close. It might be tied with Red Bull for the lead. It's very close. I can do that real quick. EpikWinz, 25 points. That makes 137 for Ferrari. Ducati, he got 9th provisionally. That adds 2 more. That makes 139. Papout got 18 points. That's 137. Okay, Toby got 6th, so they'll still hold it. I didn't realize Toby finished in 6th. So you'll still hold it by about 4 or 5 points, I think Red Bull will. McLaren, I didn't see shit. I didn't get the results. Fuck. I didn't get the results. They weren't on screen. No. Oh my god, I had the standings up the whole time. I'm such an idiot. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so stupid. I hope somebody got the results. I swear to god, I hope somebody got the results because I did not get them. Oh, no. That's not good. We'll have to get at the end of the race. There'll be some one of those. I didn't get the full rundown. But yeah, I believe Red Bull is still leading it. Epic's in the waiting room. I don't think anyone else is in the waiting room. Do I dare pull EpikWinz in right now, Sako?
Yeah, let's hear what he's got to say.
I think we'll still get the results mod. It just won't be in the fantastic table form. They'll still be there. We'll just have to get it from the end of the race situation. We'll get it. We'll figure it out. But yeah, I was so excited with the standings. I apologize. Let's go to the interview room. Let's get that done. That'll get everybody out of here. Let's get out of this room. Let's go to the right media box. Am I doing a tier 3 chat? There we go. Anybody else? You added all of them, right?
All 3 of them. That's our podium winners.
Okay, it seems like EpikWinz is the only one. Okay, I'm gonna pull him in, guys. If I'm ready for whatever trolls he decides to do, but I'm gonna pull him in. Give me a sec. Let's do this.
Let's be quiet when he joins. Don't even say anything.
No, I'm definitely gonna say something. I can't just do that. I can't troll him back. All right, ready? We're pulling him in. Well, well, well. If it isn't our new driver standing leader, I'm ready for whatever he says here. But EpikWinz, how was that race? That was a mental race for you. Is he just not?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hello?
Oh no, is this a troll? I can hear you, dog. Come on, give us something. Oh, that's the troll.
Yeah,
He's
guys,
troll.
I can't hear you.
Yeah, I can't.
okay.
I can't hear you either.
can't
There's a bit
hear
of
him
disturbance. I can't hear you. Yeah.
I'm using a different microphone.
You know what? Well done. You're in the lead by 1 point. Congratulations, EpikWinz. Well done.
Yeah, so it was a hard race, but like honestly, like I stuck it out and it was a good.
Cool. All right. Man of few words, man of many robotic tones. EpikWinz. I think somewhere in there he won. He said he won. I don't know. 100% sure. For some reason, JTB Drippin's in the interview box. He will not be brought in. I don't know what the hell he's doing in there. But yeah, the ultimate troll god, EpikWinz. He said he did the same act. I was hoping that EpikWinz would. He would say something. It's kind of a big deal. He took the lead of the stamp. He took the lead of the drivers' championship, for crying out loud. It's a big freaking deal. But you know what? It's great. We like the troll. We like the funnies. Let's see. I think that's gonna do it for us here, right? I think we got nothing else to do here. He was hungover. I need to stop switching these things. Okay, that was fun. Again, I will do the full math. Honestly, I will genuinely post the math in the chat. Honestly, I will do that later. But that was something else. That was a fun race. I did not get the freaking race standings. I'm so upset. Let me record the last 3 minutes. Maybe it happened there. I don't know if it's been 3 minutes. It might have been. But I might get that through there. But it was a very fun race. We did have a new driver's championship, and he drives for Ferrari right now. So this is a crazy, crazy scenes coming into the season for Tier 3. We'll need a big rebound from other guys that slipped up today, guys like Punjew. He still has a chance. He just got to win it next week, and he'll get it. But I will get the permutations out for you guys soon. During the midweek, I will get those out. And at this moment, if you're still hanging around, do feel free to like the video, subscribe. We just passed 1K subscribers. Appreciate you all sticking around. And next up, we have the Tier 2 race, actually, commentated by the main man, Andy. So he'll be the commentator for that. I will see you guys around later. No one else really joined the interview room, right? We're good? Yep. All right. In that case, I will bid you guys all adieu. Go check out Andy. Sako, you got anything else for you on the stream or no?
Let's go. Subscribe, Tier 2.
All right. Let's do this. All right. See you guys. Thank you.